Hey guys, it's Tarkin coming at you with another game of Inscryption. I just played this for the first time yesterday. I'm not very good, so let's see if we can get any further than we have been getting. I just have a little bit to play today, so we'll probably just do, a run or two. Okay, so this is different. We have a little binary snow card. 00111. I guess we'll choose that one. Makes sense. Woodcarver, and we'll take, flight. Here. Might as well do this. What's the worst that could happen? We just lose? Alright, so we've got Flying Wolf Cub that'll go over the top of the stump there. Not ideal. Here, do we like... Bullfrog, and then we can squirrel to sack here. Alright, there we go. Worked out well enough. Alright, so Dire Alpha is a great card. That's one of our previous runs cards. And he kind of wants to be stronger, I guess. I mean, the Dire Alpha card getting stronger would be excellent, but this one talks, so we'll juice him up. All right, so we pressed our luck, and he got eliminated by the people. It's the first time we ever haven't just taken him out. Okay, it's a cat. That's good news. But we're gonna be able to come across for 3 right there. And then another card here, because anything will basically work. Right, wrong. Alright, and then we stabilize. Good, good. Yeah, Wolf Cub. About as good as a regular card gets, in my opinion. Alright, so we are going to... grab that one, see if we get anything out of that. Alright, so now they have the I go underwater thing. Very big problem. Alright, so it becomes a bat. rough. And we lose there. We can throw the squirrel in front. Here. Lose to the thorns. Take 3 over the top and lose. Yeah. Because the flyer doesn't hit the other flyer. Yeah. Rough stuff. So the one with the skull is for a death card pull, and sometimes it's like random ones, but sometimes it's mine. Alright, and we will sacrifice the bullfrog there to give... We'll give Everwolf the power, you know, power of love, the power of air blocking. Alright, time for the Prospector fight. Do-do-do-do. Alright, so we get the mule for like a bunch of cards. Which is good, because... there, and we'll be able to draw another card and come across with the Raven. Yes. Then he'll pop that. But it'll just be the one card that goes down, and I'll be able to do a sick move here. We drop with Alpha here, Squirrel there, Squirrel here, we sack these 2 squirrels for a squirrel there, and play another squirrel there. Sacking for the wolf cub, coming across, popping there, clearing the board, and dropping him down to 1 card. Wolf comes up, clean. Righto, righto. Dire Wolf real card. Dire Alpha, sorry. That's what I named him. Alright, so we get another card, as is tradition. And we choose Gek, because we always choose Gek. When we play that, we get a rabbit. River Rider better. Evasive can be very good. Alright, we've got... So we can come across for... probably enough for the kill right here, right? Yep, there we go. And we'll take the Kingfisher for, you know, evasive and evasive. Then the fur blocks that efficiently enough. And we come across for a nice little handful. I'll come in, trade into the tree, and then Everwolf will pop out. And then we'll be able to fly over for the win. Indeed. Graceful and elegant. Alright, so... and we get Arrowwolf, the best card in the game. I mean, he's not. He's the best card I have, though. And here we sacrifice the Kingfisher. And then we can make Dire Alpha have all the evasion and stuff. That would make him not buff things on his off turn, but things don't do damage on their off turn, do they? But I think we might be able to just come across here for 6, because the otter is unblockable, right? Or for 5. And everything has haste, and then we just come across the top. Yep. We could have done it with just 2 Airwolf hits. You know, Airwolf in the opening hand is basically a victory. Good old Airwolf. We'll do the trial of power, because that's the most likely. Hooray! Success. And that means we can get Juiced Up Grizzly. You know, a big card with big damage might be nice. Since... And, you know, maybe we can get a death card with the 4/6 on there. You know, maybe I should start taking the weird high curve stuff because of that. And then Annoying Pack Rat is annoying. The worst card to draw. Nothing feels worse than drawing a Pack Rat. And it's the Angler. Kingfishers, and then here he's gonna steal the squirrel, so we'll just put it there. So the squirrel blocks the squirrel there, but if we put this squirrel here, then maybe we can get him to push those off of the board or something. That's exactly what we can do. Well, that's nice. Alright, well... We'll grab Gek here, and we'll just hold on to him. So we trade across 1 and 1. I might run out of squirrels eventually. Because we're just going +1 on these. But I don't know if you can get decked out of squirrels or not. Alright, so now he does the go fish thing. And tragically, disastrously, we get a grizzly. Who's gonna break both of these buckets. Alright, so we just don't cast him. X has the block, so he will break the bottom ones. Yeah, this is terrible. Terrible. We might be able to come across the top, though, maybe. So we squirrel here. And then if we get rid of all threes and play here, then it'll go to the left and right, and I might come across the top for enough damage. Yep, there we go. Alright, well, that went okay. Now we will go this way to avoid all of those things. And we'll go here and then to the right. I mean, we'll probably just die very quickly. I always die here. We're gonna give our guys poison touch, since there are often some pretty big guys in this area. I'm sure we'll just lose here, though. I basically always lose real early. Alright, well, we do have an arrow wolf, though. And that means we might be able to just come across the top for the victory before they get to move, right? Because we'll do 4, and then it'll come across for 1, but then the eggs will be there, and they won't be able to block me, and we'll, Yes, Arrow Wolf, our savior. If you could drop a 4-2 on turn 1, then you can keep playing the game. Then and only then. Alright. Alright, so we got porcupines and the eggs have the stinky ability. Alright, what to do. Porcupine just comes across for free. If we throw the squirrel out, though, the squirrel dies to the porcupine, and then Everwolf gets to bash it. But his cost is free. I think we just go across straight here. Yeah. No, his ability to get pulled out without you paying for him is not that good because he's free, but it's still nice. Alright, so here we can... Squirrel, sack him, go here, come across the top for 4, and pop the egg, and I think win. No, we pop the egg entirely, yeah, and then he hits the tree, so we very cleanly come across for a devastating victory. The Grizzly, it just all falls out. Wonderful stuff. All right, good old 4-6. All right, so we'll take a question card. It could be anything. It can even be a card, just like we always wanted. All right, Wolf Cub is the way to be. Mushroom Lady, because we've got a couple of duplicates. We've got the Wolf Cubs and the Black Goats. I mean, what would the Black Goat get from this? More blood for the sacrifice? Seems good. But it could just make it, like, have bigger stats. Oh, it's terrible. It gives it 1 more health. It saws their stats together, I guess. Well, you know. 1 damage. Thorns Totem. 4 birds. Alright, so that's a 3 damage bird there, but we can just arrow wolf him once he steps up 1. No, we can arrow wolf right here. And then that's all you gotta do. Man, those, if you don't top deck your best card, you lose. We'll take the Turkey Vulture. Theoretically, we might be able to get some bones, but what we are gonna do is get to this boss for the first time ever, so that's good. Alright, so we will sacrifice... What, the Black Goat? Yes. So that we can get the cool sack thing, or... Yeah. And he's like, it's me, give me the thing. Hey, Minikman. Just playing a bit of Inscryption. Hades doesn't come out for 25 more minutes. So I was like, oh, I'll play a run of this. I had a real good time with it yesterday. So, alright, now we can put it on Gek, and then Gek will get the ability to be sacked for that, and that's good. Have I played this game before? I played it yesterday for a couple of hours, but I've never played it before then. But this is the furthest I've ever gotten. I don't actually know what this boss is called, because I haven't got here before. We've gotten here to the mountain snowline thing a couple of times, but a man stood before you. A man you recognized immediately. It was the Trapper. You reached out to examine his wares, but he stopped you. Sorry, but today you will supply the pelts. Oh no. Knives out. Now I have not fought him before. What has he got? He's got strange frogs that block airborne things. He's got... When the trap dies... You fall down too. Well, we have Arrow Wolf though, so we'll put... We put Arrow Wolf in front of any of these weird chumps any old time. Oh no! Beneath the trap is... Okay, well, we were gonna lose. We are going to lose. We are gonna lose without doing anything at all. Because that's gonna trap, and then I lose Arrow Wolf, and now we lose the game. And that's already over. We lose. Man. What do I do there? Well, we just need things that... Yeah, we gotta have the underwater stuff. We'll just have to try to get underwater stuff right, because that's the only way, because if everything runs into the traps and then they always die, we just have to have evasion that won't run into the trap. And they all have reach. Man, that's rough. But here we'll get a death card that'll be a 0 mana 3/3 with evasion, so that'll be good. We'll call it Gekot, because it is a gecko and an otter. Man, that was rough. That was really rough. Yeah, if we get that card, we could get through, I guess. Alright, so we go to the one with the skull, because this is the one that gives us a guaranteed death card, which is sometimes from us, and these are all, like, other people's ones, and, like, you know, I'm less impressed with them. I guess Lewis is the one to go with, because we gotta just farm for underwater sigils. That's the only way I can think of to beat that guy. So, basically, no matter what, here we go, yes, we will throw Lewis here. And then, yeah, I guess we'll stink bug it, and we'll just try to juice him up entirely. Because that is super, super rough. He'll kill both of the squirrels and move there, and then we will move there. And he concedes. He might have been able to drag it out, but hey, what are you gonna do, right? Great White. Tyrannical Great White, Master of the Deep. Alright, so I think we take the Kingfisher, though, because... Yeah, so here... No, because even... Yeah, no, that won't work. Yeah, because the Waterborne, that just means that they won't be able to hit me during their turn, so that won't work. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to beat him. That... Yeah, I don't know how to beat him. Clean. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of any way to deal with it. Alright, so we got him 2 power points that time. Yeah. I question the point of going forward. I don't. Come across for 1, and then we'll move to the right one, get out of the way there, and then we'll turn into like a 2-4 for our next turn. Yes. And then we're at parity now. And he's out of cards. Alright, so we get that one souped up a little bit. I don't think it's going to help. I just don't... I don't see a path forward from where we were at. I don't see it. So that's my last card. we just got to get the mule, and then we'll get a couple more pieces. So we got to do this to stabilize for the next phase, because he's gonna pop all of these things. Here I can just keep putting a squirrel in front of the dog each time. Alright, we're out of cards now. But now we get all these. Okay, so I guess we were about to get decked. Ouroboros. Death strengthens it forever. Yeah, seems fun. Alright, so we get rid of the pack rat card. I think we lose. Rough. Really rough. Alright, being a bullfrog, we can... Okay, so it's 2-drop that makes more 2-drops, but we lose anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yep. Bad run. Very bad. Poor performance indeed. This is a terrible card. But yeah, it's, I just don't know. I mean, I have fun playing the game, I just don't... I can't even theorize a way of how to beat the Trapper. It seemed like... I don't know. But anyway, you know, it's a very fun game. I just, you know, not very good at it. Anyway, I'm going to take a very short break, and we'll be back with Hades 2 upon its release. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you've enjoyed me failing at Inscryption, and perhaps I'll see you later on. See you guys.